was telling about Coulomb's law, no? We will see what is Coulomb's law. Okay. Coulomb's law, as I said, it was given by Coulomb. What Coulomb? Charles Augustin de Coulomb in the year 1785. And according to his law, he has explained like this. See, 2 points he has taken. This point is taken as Q1 and this point is taken as Q2. And the radius, no, is denoted as R. According to his law, the force of interaction between any 2 point charges at rest, these two are in rest now, okay. The force of interaction between any 2 point charges at rest is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, so this is a very important law. The force of interaction between any 2 point charges at rest, it is, if you see this these 2 points at rest, it is directly proportional to the product of the charges. Directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Distance between them is denoted as R. It is denoted by, see, force of interaction F is directly proportional to the product of charges. Product is Q1 and Q2. If A and B are given, or if you are asked to find the product, you will tell AB. No. Same way, the force of interaction between any 2 point charges at rest is directly proportional to the product of the charges and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Distance between R, square of the distance between them should be taken as R square. So he has denoted as F is directly proportional to Q1 by Q2 by R square. Or it can also be written as F is equal to K into Q1 into Q2 by R square. What is K here? K is the electrostatic force constant. Okay, this is a small basic information which I have given, but in your PU you will be studying a chapter about electrostatic force. Okay, so what is Coulomb's law? The force of interaction between any 2 point charges at rest is directly proportional to the product of the charges and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. When you are studying about this, no, you remember this 10th standard. Oh, I have studied Coulomb's law. So F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 by R square, and it can also be written as F is equal to K into Q1 Q2 by R square. Here K is which one? A constant. Which constant? Electrostatic force constant. Okay, this is the basic thing. Now we will study about electricity. What is electric current? First we should study what is electric current. No. The amount of charge, we have studied about charge now. The amount of charge which is flowing through a particular area in unit time, in a particular time, okay, 1 second or 1 minute, like that, in a particular unit time, if it is flowing, no, that is called as electric current. The definition, see the definition, the amount of what? Charge. This is very important. Amount of what is flowing? The amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. It is not where it is flowing. In a particular area in unit time, if it is flowing, that is called as electric current. What should flow? Charge. So 3 things. The amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time is called as electric current. This is very important. I told you last time, current is denoted by capital I. Okay. And I is equal to, what is the definition? The amount of charge flowing through a conductor, the amount of charge flowing through a conductor in unit time. The amount of charge flowing through a conductor in unit time, Q by T. That is called as current. I is equal to Q by T. So the amount of charge flowing through a conductor in unit time is called as what? Electric current. Electric current is denoted by I. So the formula is, whenever you write a formula, you put inside the box. Okay. I is equal to Q by T. What is the SI unit of current? SI unit is ampere, because to honor this person. Who is this person? Henri Marie Ampere. Ampere you have heard of. His full name is Henri Marie Ampere. Okay. So to honor this person, we have given the SI unit as ampere. So it can be denoted as capital A. If you get time, no, you try to find out about ampere, coulomb and all, very interesting, but I don't want to waste time, so that's the reason I'm going fast. In future, if we get time, no, definitely we will discuss about ampere and coulomb also. Okay, so now see, this is positive charge, this is negative charge. Now from the positive terminal current is flowing and the electrons negative terminal to positive terminal. So two colors I have used. The pink color, see, this is electron flow. The electron is moving from the negative terminal and it will reach the positive terminal. But current, see, just opposite to that it will flow from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Okay. So ampere. Now SI unit of current is ampere. What is ampere? What is 1 ampere? If 1 coulomb of charge passes through a conductor in 1 second. 1 coulomb of charge passes through a conductor in 1 second. See, 1 coulomb of charge passes through a conductor in 1 second is called as 1 ampere. If you understand and study, easy, electricity chapter is the easiest chapter in the textbook, 10th textbook. If 1 coulomb of charge passes through a conductor in 1 second, then the current passing through the conductor is called as 1 ampere. Or you can directly write 1 ampere is 1 coulomb of charge passing through a conductor in 1 second. Or it can also be written as 1 A is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Okay, like this you know how to write 1 coulomb by 1 second. Instead of that, you can also write it as 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Current is a scalar quantity. You know the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. What is scalar? They have magnitude but no direction. But vector means they have both magnitude and direction. Small quantities of current is expressed in, I told you, in coulomb, millicoulomb and microcoulomb, same like that. Here milliampere means 10 power minus 3. Okay. And it is, if it is a micro, 10 power minus 6 amps. Okay. Which is the instrument which is used to measure current? The instrument which is used to measure current is ammeter. How can it be denoted? It can be denoted with this symbol. See, A, we should put A and one side positive, one side negative terminal. This is ammeter. And I have one more point now you are studying is it is always connected in series. Okay, I'll tell you what series is. Small numerical based on this. Okay. Now, it will be always connected in series, I have told that you should keep in mind, okay, when we are studying about series and parallel, I will ask you what is series and what is parallel. A current of 0.5 amps is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 10 minutes. So, current, how much current? 0.5 amps is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for how many minutes? 10 minutes, okay, 10 minutes. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through the circuit. Charge is Q. So Q is equal to, we know that I is equal to Q by T. This formula we have studied, no? I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to, or if you want to find I is equal to QT. Or we are going to find only Q. Q is equal to IT. Okay. So Q is equal to I how much? 0.5 into T is how much? 10 minutes. 10 minutes you should convert it into seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 10 minutes is equal to 600. So 600, 0.5 into 600. Instead of taking 0.5 for calculation, we used to take 5 by 10. No, 1 decimal into 600. So if you cancel this, 5 6 are 30. 300 coulombs. So what is asked? Find the amount of electric charge. So Q is equal to 300 coulombs. Okay, this is one simple problem. You keep it in mind. In the coming days we will be solving many more. So this is about current. Tomorrow we will see about potential difference. Okay, bye children.